So more snow, less ice. The impacts would be Saturday night, mainly after 8 p.m. through Monday morning, but we're dealing with marginal temperatures. When that happens, there's a very fine line between heavy snow and a rain-snow mix. So we're going to watch Sunday very closely. Snowfall estimate here, again, shows several inches of snow across northern Indiana, northwest Ohio, perhaps slightly less across our far northern regions. These numbers here, especially right around Fort Wayne, almost 13 inches of snow on these forecast models. The reason why that's pretty easy to just dismiss outright, as much as I don't like to do it, is because the largest snowfall in Fort Wayne history, 12.6 inches back in 1964. A big snow over a foot can happen, and it likely will happen again. Is this the storm to do it?
A winter storm. There's a winter storm watch in effect. And a winter storm watch, kind of in this bluish gray color, indicates that we're watching the potential for perhaps some winter storm amounts, which would be fairly significant. This purple indicates a winter weather advisory. Pink, winter storm warning. So the National Weather Service here in northern Indiana hasn't quite decided to pull the trigger on a warning or an advisory yet. Still monitoring things. I wouldn't be surprised if we were kind of split with an advisory in our northern counties and a warning in our south. But it is looking like it is going to be after sunset at the very least. Turns heavy overnight, and then we're expecting that snow to continue overnight through Sunday morning. After that, light snow likely Sunday afternoon into Monday morning. This will be very light and very scattered. So we've kind of taken a blend on what we're seeing and taking into account those marginal temperatures at times. And here's what we were able to come up with. About a 4 to 6 inch snow amount is likely, mainly across the areas Kendallville, Auburn, Defiance, south and westward, with some isolated higher amounts possible. 3 to 5 inches to the north and to the east in the area shaded in blue. That includes LaGrange, Angola, Bryan, Ohio. Here's a look at the sustained wind out of the southeast here. So Saturday afternoon, the wind picks up. This is ahead of the snow. Okay, now we're scrolling through about 8, 9, 10 p.m. You see that? We're steady. This is sustained wind. 15, now we're up to 20 miles per hour through Sunday morning. What will the temps be during the snowfall, Brandy asks? Right around freezing, maybe even a little above.
So yes, it's a Saturday night, and we are talking snow, so much snow that it's brought Chief Meteorologist Matt Leach into the studio.
Or maybe I'm just obsessed. I was thinking about, when I was, 5 or 6, and what would 5 or 6-year-old Matt do? He'd probably want to come in and just watch it fall. The chances of about 4 inches at least, 90% for most. This is why we're saying, we're very confident this is going to happen with at least 4 inches, but we're thinking personally at least 5. But 90% chance of 4 inches plus of snow, those are pretty good odds. But look at this, LaGrange to Bend. This is one of the reasons why we drew the map the way we did. That's about a 50% chance of seeing more than 4. So that's why we had 3 to 6 versus 4 to 6, because we want to make sure that the bare minimum has at least a 90% chance of verifying. And so that's that. Now, what about the 8 inches of snow? Some people want to know. Ooh, now look at that. Only a 10% chance from filling in into the area. So let's go outside. Why don't we? And you can see for yourself. Watch. Look at that. Here we go. Now we're on the city's west side. These are the first flakes of the storm. All right, some of you have questions about wind. Wind is going to be strong at times, 20 to 30 miles per hour. So this is going to be a very wet snow. Maybe not initially. It seems fairly dry right now, but it's likely going to be getting wetter. Again, the wind is blowing. We are expecting that it's going to continue to be an issue overnight. Power outages are possible. I don't expect that to be a prominent feature of this storm. Virga is something that happens in the summer too, where you have precipitation in very dry air that doesn't quite hit the surface yet. And so a lot of what's happening up here is snow that's falling but then evaporating before it touches the ground. We've been able to overcome that in Fort Wayne already. Wow, look at that image on the southwest side of town. We're looking at the Broadway camera. Wind is pretty strong, about 15, 20 miles per hour. Cars going slowly around the bend there. Here's a look outside the studio. Satellites. Yeah, here's a look downtown. Can't even see the skyline. So current conditions, 28 degrees, heavy snow, east wind at 17 miles per hour. The advisory and warning, though, the difference there is how much snow is going to fall in the amount of time that we're discussing. So we expect far northern counties about 3 to 6 inches of snow over the next 12 to 18 hours. 5 to 8 inches of snow is expected south and east. That is going to clip portions of Noble and DeKalb County, maybe on the lower end of that 5 to 8. I do expect a higher end of that 5 to 8 number to likely be from Fort Wayne south and westward, Huntington, Wabash, Marion, even Columbia City, likely to see those higher numbers. There's even the chance We could see isolated higher amounts still of 9 inches or even greater as we have some of these snow bands. You see these darker colors here on Storm Track. They can intensify the snowfall rates. It could snow an inch or two an hour. So we're going to watch these bands because they're going to be cycling through the area all night long. And just so you know, I'll be doing a Facebook Live tonight right after the newscast in about 15 minutes on my Facebook page, Matt Leach, ABC21 Weather. I'll be alternating between my Facebook page and the ABC21 Facebook page, going in and out of the studio, showing you the snow. And I'll get into my sweatshirt and jeans, Ariel. I'm not going to get into this tie anymore. We can do better than that out in the snow. So we'll do that here shortly. All right. Hello, fellow night owls. This is some pretty good snow here at the station. And in fact, look at this. Look how we easily have like an inch and a half. And remember, I was out here not long ago, about 2 hours ago, and there was nothing. The roads are just completely snow covered. And I want to take you to the travel advisory map. Okay, again, we've got travel advisories, Kosciuszko, Wabash, Grant, Blackford, Jay, Allen, DeKalb. I expect more travel advisories to come. Good. We're already seeing some drifting actually right here. You can kind of see right there on the little walkway here. It's very, very deep, right there in the middle. And then it kind of flattens out a little bit over on the edge. Here are the roads. The wind is pretty strong. Okay, I'm just going to creep up the road. Don't worry, guys. I can see what's coming. So again, I just want you to be able to see for yourself. The roads are snowpacked. Update for all you third shifters who, or those who just can't sleep either, who just want to see the snowfall. I thought I'd give you a little update. We'll see how many people join. I'm expecting 5, maybe 3. Oh, there's 4. Okay, we've got 4 people here. 13 now. Okay. We're under a really intense snow band, by the way, in Fort Wayne. Easily 1 to 2 inches an hour. Hi, Reed. Reed's up. Mackenzie's up. Look at this. So that there have been multiple waves going through Huntington into Allen County. So this is where we're at right now. You see that deep purple? That's where we're at. And that is moving north and eastward. So Grable, get ready. You're about to get another band of heavy snow in Monroeville. Ossian just got out of that heavy band. And by the way, do you remember when I kind of dug out a little spot here? I was showing you how deep it was. I don't even know where that spot is anymore. It's completely snow covered. I walked over here not too long ago here on the sidewalk. There's the building. And of course, my tracks are completely gone. Again, if you can send me a picture of like a ruler in the snow on a flat surface, that'd be really helpful. I'm going to try to compile as many reports as I can for the Sunday morning news. If you have any pets in snow who love the snow, I'd love to feature them too. I can check something off my bucket list, you guys. A 3 a.m. Facebook Live. No, that was never a bucket list item. But no, I was doing some Facebook Lives overnight talking about the snow. We had some 1 to 2 inch an hour snowfall rates, very intense snowfall. See that we had a little bit of drier air start to move in this morning, but it's filling in quite nicely. Fort Wayne hasn't really seen much of a lull in the snow since about 10 p.m. last night. So it's been a while. We'll continue to see some pretty persistent snow here for the next hour or two. But look, out to the west, we're seeing some splitting kind of going on with this overall system. I wouldn't be surprised if the snow becomes a little more showery in nature than persistent after about sunrise. We're talking about...
But first, let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Matt Leach for a look at the current conditions. Matt?
Yeah, everything has pretty much gone according to plan. You know, we had the snow start between about 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. to the southwest into Wabash, Huntington counties, and then move northeast through the night. It's been snowing pretty heavily through the night. These are some of the totals we're getting now, but this is not the end of the system. That's the thing that I want to emphasize is that Let's check in with Nick Mruziak now in Storm Tracker 21. Nick, any better on the roads?
You know, Matt, it's kind of interesting. We're traveling along, we were traveling along Coliseum, and we've switched over to 930. We're heading into New Haven. Let me flip it around. This is the roadway. This is the left lane. This is not indicative, though, of what we've seen for the most part. Instead, when you look off to the right, that is what we have seen for the most part. That's snow covered, 1 inch, 2 inches.
Welcome back. All right, let's talk about the snow over the weekend. So what we called for from about Auburn southward was for a general 5 to 8 inches with less amounts to the north. Now, it wasn't a perfect snow forecast. No snow forecasts are, but generally speaking, most saw within that range. A little bit less the further north you went. In fact, in Steuben County, about northern Steuben County, about 2.5 inches of snow. And then in southern Jay County, Portland southward, about 3 inches of snow. So these were areas that kind of underperformed. Everybody else, though, quite a bit of snow. In fact, southwest side of Fort Wayne through Bluffton, eastern Huntington County, western Adams County, saw about 8 to 9 inches of snow. So that was the area that saw most of it. And then everyone around it saw a general 4 to 6 inches of snow. So are we going to be seeing any more snow? Well, it's possible here over the next week, as well as, getting a lot colder. But this was the largest snowfall in 6 years for Fort Wayne, 8.6 inches exactly at the airport. And so that means the total snowfall in Fort Wayne is at 13.6 inches for the season. Average is 21. We were at 5 inches. So, yeah, we really made quite a bit of ground over the weekend.
When winter weather's at its worst, ABC21 is at its best.
We have team coverage.
We have travel advisories.
Reports up 6 inches.
Snow is coming down sideways because
Live Storm Tracker reports from the roads to keep you safe and informed.
And we have not seen one spot that has been clear. Salt trucks, we have seen them out and about.
Day or night.
Why I thought I was going to be able to sleep. It just wasn't really happening. You know what? Let's just go ahead and do another update for all you third shifters.
ABC21 is your weather authority.